This is Arrowhead Tactical Apparel. Today we are going to be doing some very unique range training joined by a special guest and here at the Glock store in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's do it. So we have a special guest today joining us here in the Nashville area. This is Preston Stewart. Preston, tell the viewers a little about yourself.
Yeah, so former military, or current military in the reserve now, coming on 15 years, and I run a YouTube channel and TikTok channel talking about military, war conflict, and national security.
That's awesome. And we are very delighted to have him out here. Preston, what are you looking to learn today, looking to do today?
Yeah, so a lot of time in the military, but always shooting kind of boring things. Not a lot of fun training with firearms, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been trying to get more into shooting just as a hobby for quite a while now, and been dragging my feet for no good reason. So excited to get in there and learn, honestly. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing, I imagine, we haven't done at all in the military, so I'm excited. That's
fantastic. And he's wearing our Carrier shorts, 11-inch in chalk gray, so we'll get to get out there and shoot a little bit. This is what we came for. This is the Shoot270 Range here at Glock store, which unlike many traditional ranges where you are very linear, allows you to do a lot more exercises because both of the walls are reinforced and you're able to shoot at them. So what are we actually doing today? Well, the goal of any range day, aside from leaving with the same number of holes you came with, is to be a better shooter. So we are going to set up several different courses of fire that will mimic real life scenarios you might find yourself in from a defensive shooting perspective. This is going to be target identification, reloading, moving, manipulating your weapon under time pressure, and we're of course going to be assessing both speed and accuracy. All right, first course of fire, we're starting very simple. We're just going to do some warm-up drills, standing 5-7 yards, drawing or presenting from low ready, being able to engage a target with a few shots, being able to get that first round on target quickly, accurately, testing out your trigger finger, things you may not necessarily have the luxury of doing in the real world, but when you're preparing for a range day and you have the opportunity to do so, may as well get some practice in.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Clear. Obviously 3 A-zone hits at 6 yards is nothing particularly impressive. I'm reasonably happy about that. What was the time on the first shot?
First shot was a 159.
159, I'll take it. Not bad for a completely cold barrel.
You ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
All right.
First shot was a 128, 266 for the whole thing.
Very solid.
How about that?
I would say you probably needed to give yourself a little bit more credit. That's very solid.
We're hitting the target.
We're hitting the target.
Well.
Dude, you're squarely in the A-zone. That's awesome.
I like that.
All right, so let's move on to some stuff where we'll be moving a little bit.
Sounds good.
Now that we're warmed up, let's move on to course of fire number 2, introducing a little bit of movement and some different targets. We're going to start right here from behind cover. We're going to make ourselves present to that target and engage there. Then we're going to move over here quickly, engage another target, and then look farther down range to engage a third target. So what this is ultimately mimicking is a scenario where you were standing, you're ready, and all of a sudden there are multiple assailants potentially at different ranges. So let's see how this goes.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by. First shot was 193, the overall was 793.
793, not too bad. Let's see if I managed to hit anything. All right, first target, I'd say that pretty well handled. Second target, opportunity for improvement. Definitely could have gotten that grouping a little tighter. Still happy that it's within the diamond, moving pretty quick. Third target, well, this is kind of funny. Both technically in the target at, what would you say that is?
About 12 yards.
12 yards, okay, cool. Hits, could be better. Let's see if we can improve next time we run it.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. .1016. Your first shot was a 220.
220, not bad.
All right.
All right, Preston, so let's see what we did here.
I feel good about the first two. The third one looked so far away.
First two, that's fantastic. Great shots. You're moving from low ready. You came around the target. You exposed yourself minimally. Solid. Over here, it's kind of funny. You almost inverted my shot placement. You went low right and then high left. Still pretty solid. You came up to the barrel. You did a good job. Then it looks like you hung a little left on the longer target. So next time we run it, just a chance to do something a little different.
I'll be ready.
All right, 2-2-2, take two, switched it out for the Glock 17 this time.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Time is 7:09. First shot was a 2:37.
Okay, a little slow on that draw. Let's see, the accuracy is good enough. Accuracy is good. Did speed up the overall time a little bit, down into low 7s, hoping I can still do a little bit better. Shots on target, shots on target.
All right, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Good, clear. Time is 9:18. First shot was a 2:19.
Hey, that's a solid improvement on both of those metrics. Great shooting on that first target.
felt good.
Phenomenal. I mean, you absolutely drilled him. Good over here, and then
I'm going to blame it on the new piece here, which isn't fair.
I'm afraid we may have mic'd on this one.
That's it. I mean, I wanted to see what it felt like, a little bit larger handgun versus smaller.
Sure.
And that
It goes-
takes a lot more practice, man.
It does take a lot more practice
joke.
with a smaller gun at distance. All right.
Cool.
And now for comparison's sake, we're going to actually let the expert instructor run. So he didn't have the privilege of a warm-up, but I have a feeling he's still going to kick our asses. Shooter, you ready? All right, we got a first shot in 154 and a 477 overall. Not too bad. Looking
guess
at
I'll
the
take it.
accuracy, you've got all the hits on the target.
Yep.
More or less. Online for a couple.
They're okay, yeah.
They're hits.
Not
They're
great.
hits in a defensive scenario. So
Sure.
the biggest thing that I saw you do is you engaged this guy while you were still on the move. You didn't come to a stop here behind the target. You just fired on him, and then you were able to very fluidly move into the next target. So Course of Fire 3, and something that's very interesting, and we're very grateful to Glock Store that we're able to practice here, we're actually going to do a little bit of room clearing. Now this is pretty simple, corner-fed room, being able to go in and engage one target that's fairly in the open, and then be able to move our eyes before the gun, and then find a second target, which is holding a hostage. So obviously, Preston, you were in the military. Do you have any experience with stuff like this in training or in practice?
Little bit when it comes to training. So going through basic training as an officer, we're not the ones kicking indoors. We're not the ones leading the stack, and the 4-man stack going into a room like this. But got to watch a lot of soldiers do this. They're very well trained in this tactic. So I have seen it. I've done a little bit, dry fire and blank fire, but never done anything like this. So looking forward to it.
All right, let's do it. So realistically, clearing a house, you never want to do this by yourself. You also would not start from a holster. So I'm going to start from low ready. We're going to put 2 shots on each target. There is a hostage in there, so I'll do my best to avoid the hostage.
Ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
Clear.
Time is 4:46.
446, not bad. Very happy with that. Good enough. Good enough. So didn't hit the hostage, under 5 seconds. I will definitely work on violence of action on the next time we run this, but not bad for a first attempt.
Shooter ready.
Ready?
Stand by. Clear.
Clear.
5:07 is your time.
All right, this guy's down. Starting out strong. The hostage is alive, which seems like an important part of this.
Yes.
Maybe a little jawline there. And then number 3 hiding in the corner, no longer. All right, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Ready.
Ready.
Stand by. Clear. 3:52 is your time.
That's what I was looking for. Almost put him in the same hole. Got a little up and higher, farther away from our hostage with a very unfortunate placement for that guy. 2 A zones.
You ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Clear. Time is 4:94.
All right, first guy's good. That's not been the issue today.
No.
We got one. Fortunately, the hostage is okay. No friendly fire on the hostage, but the second one missed. And then third one's looking okay. It's kind of a theme, it seems like. That's cool. Do this all day.
So we're gonna run this one more time. Went back to the Glock 19. I have very few rounds in this, so I will be inducing a lockback and then a reload in the middle of clearing the room. Not necessarily what you would want, but let's see what happens when the adrenaline's dumping.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Clear. 558.
So I did shoot a few more rounds and I also reloaded. So 558 with that, I'm not too disappointed. That guy's extremely dead. Very good, a little close for comfort, but hey, all right. I think this was my first shot and then I adjusted up a little bit. Put 3 on this guy and then I came back to this guy with some additional rounds. Doesn't hurt to dead check. As long as you haven't walked past them already, don't walk past them and come back because then you're going to jail. Anyway, yeah, I mean, adding the reload, adding the extra procedural handling definitely makes it a lot trickier. I'm grateful for magazine carriers like this on my Traveler Joggers that make it super easy to grab that extra spare round. But yeah, this was phenomenal training. If you've never had a chance to do something like this, I strongly recommend it because while it may look simple on camera, when you get out here and you're moving around, it is anything but. Fourth course of fire, the most complicated by far, but also the one I'm most excited for. So we are mimicking a scenario where you are just out to eat. You're sitting down, you're on your phone, you're distracted. You're gonna have 3 different targets to engage. First one, we're gonna engage it from sitting. So I'm drawing from my holster while I'm sitting down on the table. Then I'm going to be moving around, engaging another target after I've reloaded. And then I'm gonna turn this blind corner. And they've set up 3 targets, only one of whom is a hostile. And I'm gonna have to visually acquire which one is hostile. I haven't seen it yet. So let's see how we do, and hopefully I only kill the bad guys.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
Clear? All right, so only hit the guy that was presenting a threat. This is cool, man. This is really tricky. Not thrilled about that. Quite happy about all of those. He's dispatched 1 Charlie, 3 alphas, and then shooting from sitting is a lot harder than I expected it to be. For whatever reason, this led to my hitting low, 1 off the target. Don't love that.
From sitting before?
I've never shot from sitting before in my life. So new experience, pushing back from the table, being able to engage, draw while you were sitting. Definitely an area for me to improve. So we'll keep running the course.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Clear.
Clear.
Man, gets the adrenaline going. All right, so we got 3 here. That worked. The nice gentleman with the water bottle is alive and well, as is the young lady with her sunglasses that looks like a knife, to be fair. And then our bad guy here, down and out.
Good shooting on the bad guy.
Those first 3 over here, that was harder than I thought it would be from the sitting.
Right?
Yeah, that's not anything I've ever done before. Yeah, something might need some practice, you know?
That looks pretty familiar to what my experience was with it as well. But hey, you did a good job moving and just staying on target. Good job.
Much appreciated, man.
Running the first drill of the day with the FNX 45. Bigger round, bigger gun. Let's see how it handles this situation.
Stand by.
Ready.
Clear. Time is 11:91.
A little slower than I like, but let's take a look at the hits overall. So I had a procedural that time. I only hit this guy 3 times, but those are all in there. These were my 5. So One hanging out there a little bit, but the rest of those are in her heart, so that's great. Took me a little longer to draw it than I liked. That's something you can get when you have a bigger gun, but 3 great hits, 1 off. That seems to be my theme today. So all in all, for running this massive thing, and if you'll notice at first, I started it with hammer up and safety on. So I had to manipulate the safety and then have that nice long trigger pull to get that, that double action gun going. But all in all, not too displeased.
Ready?
Good.
Stand by.
Clear.
11:34.
Here we go. First one, a little high and left. Moving over here. I can't claim credit for these guys right here. I think that's coming from the other side. But our bad guy in a green shirt, the Glock it looks like, caught 3. And then moving over here, first 3 are better this time. Again, that's harder than I would have thought sitting down. So talk about something that needs a lot of practice. We're focusing on. Ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Clear.
Clear.
Well, that was fun. That was fun and challenging. Because I didn't know how many hostiles I was facing, when I saw that I got a very good, solid middle point from there, I moved on. This guy, I don't know how many hits he had on him already. I know at least some of these were mine, and I hit him in the clavicle, so that wouldn't be fun. She had a really bad day. All of those were my hits, so her whole face is gone. And then over here, again, not knowing how many hostiles I was facing, saw that I got 2 good hits, moved on, performed a reload, freshed up. Man, those lights going out, that is an interesting experience, being able to move, not knowing how many targets that you're facing, not knowing exactly when the lights were going to go out, and having to activate the flashlight on your gun. It's a lot of different types of training altogether, but it's the kind of stuff you can do here at the Glock store. We are wrapped up. Some great courses of fire. Which one was your favorite?
That's cool. The last one we did sitting down, moving through kind of the doorway, was crazy because I had no idea how hard it would be shooting from that sitting position. It's not something I've ever tried before. So going live with that was interesting. Pretty telling on things that need to be practiced.
It was very tricky learning how to shoot from real life situations. So Preston, thank you so much for coming out today, man.
Appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks so much.
And to wrap it up, we want to say thank you again to the Glock store for having such a phenomenal facility to make this kind of training possible. If you live in or are visiting the Nashville area and you want to do some very unique indoors firearms training, definitely recommend the Glock store. And also, as you can see, they have lots of cool things for you to secure for yourself. So thank you to Glock store. We will definitely be back. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, we want you to stay comfortably prepared.